jail on it. Big low, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. The ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. Flush down now to his left. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's May. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way, and this return loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be Raider football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pass play on 1st and 10. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Third down from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Makes a cut, and he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He's got room to roam here. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. Searches from the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Gotta figure out this third down here. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Let's see what they went with on third down. From the gun, it's May. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he gets this down to the 41 before being stopped. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's May. Throw left side, complete. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Neither side separating much so far. More coming up after this quick break. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They start out with a 3rd and 6. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
This finds Mitchell complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Throwing it again here. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They'll throw it again. Finds the in route complete. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. He'll throw it yet again. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Still sticking with the passing game. Cut out left. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10. They're throwing it. Finds his man over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Orlando. It's the Raiders with only a yard to go here on third down. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. From the red zone now. Got a man, Bowers has it. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders grow their lead to 8. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
One final shot before halftime. He's on the move. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Raiders 14, Patriots 6.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Back to pass on first and 10. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Pass play now. Gets it quickly to Bowers. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first. Now looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 18 on second down. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Throwing it again here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Mitchell. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a third-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And, yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up. The 30.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. May now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, it's May. Into the hands of Colt. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them. Matchup advantage.
Second and 6 coming up here. The 47. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, here's May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
The pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's May. Culp with a catch. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing is May. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
He's going to keep it this time. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Patriots have it, but their postseason run in jeopardy as they trail. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. May looking to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. May. Has it down close. And he has the New England touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you've got to regroup. You've got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. He's dropping back to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll throw it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun. That's complete to Bowers outright. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 34. Called in left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Raiders in range for a game-winning score. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Throw caught by his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Mitchell. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Raiders jump in front late. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the defense comes through. Fourth down, that much tougher.
Every sack, every stop has just been like another nail in the coffin. And now, well, now there's only one spot for a nail left. This is their last chance. And that defense, well, they've got this crew on the edge of the cliff. Now can they go finish when it matters the most?
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right?